got a chance. I mean, I know we keep saying it, the job that Moisey and the West Ham lads have done so far is magic. It really is, up challenging their top four. I don't think they'll get that, but to be challenging up there and be in this stage of a European tournament, we talk about football fans, West Ham fans got to be delighted.
Yeah, delighted, but I just feel that they'll be disappointed, devastated if they don't go through tonight.
Yeah,
I feel like Lyon were okay. You know, they had 10 men for a long time in the game, West Ham, and still dug in. They've got some leaders in that team, and I think they'll be disappointed if they don't win tonight. And Rangers as well, because you look at who's left, Ali.
Yeah.
Atalanta, Leipzig, Frankfurt, Barcelona, Lyon, West Ham, Braga, Rangers. West Ham or Rangers, they could win it.
They got a
They
chance.
could actually win. Yeah, they could.
Well, you're in the
of course
same.
they've got a
If you can get the
chance. Of course
semi-final,
they've got a chance.
you've got a right chance.
Of course you have. So tonight, both Rangers and West Ham, for me, they'll be devastated they don't go through. I mean, you watched more of the Braga game because I only watched a little bit of highlights.
Yeah.
Were they good or were Rangers poor?
They were okay. Rangers were poor and could have nicked a draw. The result was fair. Braga winning 1-0. But it's one of these situations, we've seen it 100 times. Gab, before the game, you might have taken that 1-0, 1-0 defeat, because at home,
Some atmosphere tonight.
that place will be absolutely
rocking, won't it? Under the lights. That's what you need, though.
Oh, mate, the stadium will be rocking tonight. Now we're moving on back to West Ham, and there's only one man we can talk to about West Ham and all things West Ham, and he's over in Lyon this morning, and it's a very, very good morning. At 6:30, it'll be 7:30 with the Moose. How are you, mate?
Good morning.
Good morning, how are you? You alright?
We're doing really, really well, Moose. We heard Mikel Antonio there. He said they're in it to win it. Tough game tonight, but as Gabby was just saying there, mate, if you reach your semi-finals, you get chances empty,
No, absolutely. I mean, when I asked Antonio about his journey from non-league football, it's been a long journey for him, and it hasn't been a straightforward one. And he's taken every chance when it's come his way. And tonight he has the chance if he scores a goal, which he hasn't for a while. He admitted yesterday he's on his longest barren run without a goal in his entire football career. But if he does score tonight, or any of his teammates score tonight, and West Ham can get through, it'll be their biggest win of their careers, and West Ham's biggest win since 1976, which is even, Ali, before you started playing.
It certainly was, Moose, but that's what I'm going to ask you, mate. You mentioned there Antonio kind of on a barren run. Is this the kind of point where if they had a bigger squad, and by that I mean a replacement, or not so much even a replacement, I'm talking about help for the squad in terms of a centre forward position, is this the kind of time and opportunity that David Moyes might have given Antonio a rest and just maybe freshened up a little bit with another centre forward?
Now, I mentioned this on Friday, and your great friend and colleague, Mr. Brazil, absolutely castigated me for mentioning that players should be rested and that basically West Ham should turn up at Brentford with, a very, very second choice squad. Alan said I was being defeatist and this, that, and the other. And what happened? West Ham not only went and lost at Brentford, but they also lost now Kurt Zouma probably for the rest of the season. So in hindsight, I think I was right and Alan was wrong. In terms of the squad, listen, now isn't the time to argue and bicker over whether or not another striker should have been brought in January or even last summer. I think we know that there should have been. I think we know that we hope David Moyes tried really hard to do so. But I don't think now is the time for finger pointing or questioning whether or not, today is about, fully getting behind the team if you're a West Ham fan and hoping that this is going to be a great day. I mean, I'm looking out my hotel window now. The sun has come up nice and early. It's going to be a beautiful, warm day here in Lyon. The stadium tonight will be full. There'll be between 3,000 and 5,000 West Ham fans. I was around the city quite a bit yesterday talking to fans, and a lot have got tickets. Some here haven't, and are just trying to get tickets. However that may be, would be in the home end or what have you. It should be a terrific night. Now, on the pitch, West Ham have to go and do a job. It's a 90-minute game. There is no advantage to either side in terms of the scoreline. and West Ham have to go and put in arguably the best performance they've done this season. And their game has risen a few times this season. They won at Old Trafford in the Cup. They beat Man City in the League Cup. They beat Liverpool at home in the Premier League. You know, there have been some real highs this season. Well, tonight has to be another one.
Mush, tell me, what's the general concern? What's the general feeling that you get from the West Ham fans now? Is there become a greater expectation because things are going well, generally speaking, or are they just happy? I don't mean happy to be there, but they're just loving the ride at this moment in time.
Probably a bit of both. I mean, you know, isn't it? As you and Gabby know, fans' expectations rise. The smallest bit of optimism, and a fan's expectation will rise. You know, a team will win 2 or 3 in a row, they're going to win the league. You know, a team gets through a couple of rounds in any cup competition, they're going to win the cup. It's their year. So, you know, expectation is definitely high. There are a lot of fans I know that I spoke to that, how can I put this, are already planning, if not have already booked, some form of travel to Spain in the next round. I mean, for start, Barcelona haven't beaten Eintracht Frankfurt yet, but West Ham certainly haven't beaten Lyon yet. But there are fans that are already prepared, shall we say? And there are those that think, you know, West Ham have made it because they've been. That's something which David Moyes is at pains to point out isn't the case. You know, he says, listen, West Ham have done it for 1 year, but they have to make sure this is a regular occurrence. So, and he's right on that front. It is great that West Ham have got this far this year, but they have to make sure they're in Europe every year and then having good runs in Europe every year.
Well, Moose, I can tell you don't. West Ham fans don't have copyright on the optimism, because I can inform you there's Rangers fans booked flights to Germany and Italy, and we're 1-0 down, mate, at this moment in time. However, I really, really hope that the both of us are in the semi-final, Moose. It would be brilliant. I'd love to see West Ham there. I'd love to see Rangers there, and I've got everything crossed. Hope you enjoy your day, mate, and enjoy the game tonight.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Alan Brazil, Thursday and Friday morning, 6 till 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app, and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.